Where did you train? On a farm?
If you destroy the ship, you destroy Krypton!
I will find him, love.
Okay.
I will find him! Yo, what's going on, everybody? My name is Blaze. I'm here with two of my best friends, Kattia and Malik, and we are going to be watching Man of Steel. This is our first time doing anything like this, any kind of commentary, and if you're watching this on YouTube, it's just going to be the highlights. Can you guys tell the viewers at home kind of what your experience with DC Comics is like?
I have a dad who is a Marvel head. He was mainly there, but for the most part, it wasn't until I met my best friend right here that he just really exposed me to it all, especially when Man of Steel first came out.
What about for you?
With the comics, not necessarily, but the TV show, the cartoon, I really loved. And I always loved Wonder Woman, and I have a Wonder Woman tattoo on my back.
Do you want to hold our Oscar?
The Oscar globe.
Could you give the people your acceptance speech?
Thank you.
Thank you. You like me. You really like me.
Shout out Justice League Unlimited, by the way.
And shout out Linda Carter.
Yeah.
All right, that's DC fucking royalty.
And only Linda Carter.
Well, all right, without further ado, let's get into it, my friends, my fellow super friends.
To be honest, I'm glad they showed off as much as Krypton as they did. I can't think of another piece of media that showed it off this much.
Other than the show
like,
Krypton.
the cartoons.
Showing this much of the beginning.
Yeah.
What is it, like 20 minutes?
I think like 20 or 25 minutes or something like that. I also really love like what they do with the whole codex idea, in that like Kal-El ends up being kind of the personified hopes and dreams of all of Krypton. Like, okay, a child's gonna be born a warrior, or a child's gonna be born, you know, a scientist.
Right,
or something
they're
like
applied
that.
to a class
right.
as soon as they're born.
It's like space communism or some shit.
Zack Snyder is like Michael Bay's distant cousin to me. Just the more tamed one.
Dude, I had this thought while I was in the shower. Like, this movie has more in common with 2007 Transformers and fucking Dune. More than it's like the Superman movie. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
I know it's supposed to look like dystopian and like, I guess the planet is at its end.
Right.
But it is so... I wouldn't want to live here.
And you know how they talk about later on in the movie how Krypton like spread to other planets and stuff, trying to basically like colonize them or like drain them of their resources? Essentially, that's what we see here with their own planet, like how they've burrowed into the ground, having depleted all of their natural resources, and that's why it looks like that.
Yeah, let me just steal the history of our people and use it to help me get up out of the water.
Give my child immense power.
I love how in most movies, if the world was ending, it always depicts this whatever civilization of that world is just fighting still amongst each other.
Yeah, right.
You're never gonna see a peaceful apocalypse.
But it's almost like that infighting is what forces the end of the world in a way, because they're ignoring all the real problems.
Oh no, poor dragon thing.
Dragonfly.
Dragon.
Yeah.
Dog.
Fly dragon?
Dragon dog.
He's just a baby.
Yeah, he'll be throwing your fucking pre-owned 2007 sedan across the fucking state in a couple years, so enjoy it while it lasts.
Have you seen Brightburn?
Yes, horrifying.
Banger.
Also realistic, because kid, same.
What do you mean?
I refuse to elaborate.
What do you mean by that?
I think this is the only example where someone still like retains all their aura behind a green screen. Yeah. How does he still look badass and goofy as hell?
I don't know what it is, but like all the green screen shots are so well composed that sometimes I can just forget.
What have you done?
We've had a child, son.
A boy child.
Boy child.
Yeah, we was fucking.
Dude, and who gave him his bangs, bro?
If you let that grow, it could easily be a bowl cut.
Facts.
He looks like a gladiator.
Yeah, I could see that too.
He has such a Julius Caesar ass haircut.
So who do you think thinks more about the Roman Empire? Zack Snyder or Francis Ford Coppola?
Also, you could look at this movie as
Superman's cop uncle.
oh my god.
Superman's kunkle.
Zod got his ass whooped by the dude's dad and held a 20-year grudge.
Due to the theory of relativity, it's probably more like a week for him.
Don't start with me.
Malik, why do you keep doing that?
What?
The like hard gulp.
Do you hear that?
Yes.
I feel that.
Bro, I be humming that shit since I was 13 years old, man.
The costume designs are crazy.
I'm sorry, but yeah, House of Zod's symbol, harder. Every time I see these guys, I always think this shit looks like a Met Gala show.
You believe your son is safe? I will find him. I will reclaim what you have taken from us. I will find him, Lara.
Okay.
I will find him!
I knew it was coming.
Your audio probably
here
maxed
come
the fuck out.
Here come the.
Here come the prison
Ice
dicks.
dicks.
Prison
Ice
dicks.
Like-
Prison
Ice
dicks.
Who didn't say anything? Who
That-
didn't say anything?
Like that.
Phallic shaped jail cell. Bro, everything is so fucking cool looking.
Except for those dildos that just flew through
Right.
the spaceship, but
A dildo for doomsday. Like how in the original Superman movie they're on that like fucking plate. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah, that
And they're
glass
like
plate,
floating
and they're
through
floating
fucking
away.
yeah.
The world is blowing up. What would you do if you was in this situation right now?
I'ma handle it regardless. But
I'm gonna do exactly what she's doing right now. This right here.
Who said
This
slut
part
ball?
right here.
Look at that shit.
Sometimes
Ooh. Work is still gonna text me if I could come in tomorrow.
dude, I don't know what it is. This music cue that's about to hit right now.
I love Hans Zimmer for that, bro.
Bang.
Okay, but this or Interstellar?
What?
Two scores together?
Fuck Interstellar.
Oh, okay. Shit.
I fuck with the organs in Interstellar, but it makes me feel like I'm at church.
I do think they should have been a little more clear on the time skip because I thought I was about to see the thing land
Word. Okay, that makes sense.
in the water.
That makes sense. Well, I kind of like that. Like
The jump cut.
My dad watches the like shows where they follow the people on the boats that like go fishing like that.
Oh my god.
Looks scary.
You seen people fishing for crab? I'm like, no
Yes,
wonder it's so
those, yeah.
expensive. Yeah.
No,
People lose
for
their
real.
lives over this shit.
And I'm over here like, crack.
Crack.
What were you thinking when you first saw the scene?
Permission to come aboard.
You know, I know that you have interest in like art history and whatnot. So, what do you think about that? Like, just going
Like-
for like an ultra buff physique for
Well,
Superman.
like again, right here, right there, he looks like a gladiator. That looks like that could be like in a Spartan, like gladiator movie.
Right. I feel like that conversation comes up a lot, and I always thought, specifically for Superman, it's just his DNA would
Right.
have him more naturally physique. I mean, like, he doesn't really, the energy is
Right.
what makes him so powerful.
Like a fucking
or the
demigod,
sun.
right.
Yeah, the sun is what makes him so powerful, so it would only make sense for him to have like a Hercules
Like-
type build.
I was just gonna say that. Like, did Hercules have to work out to get to the point that he is,
Right.
or is it just like part of his character?
Imagine your reaction if you looked up and you saw the muscles in my face instead of my face.
I might literally
I would
blow your face
scream.
off. But it's almost treated just like, you know, an overstimulation
Yeah.
thing for him, and I feel like a lot of us kids can relate to that, especially in school and.
No, and I mean like any kid when they experience a new sense, they're like, what? Now, if you want a girl's perspective,
Okay. Yeah.
It's this scene.
it was this scene where I was like, okay, whoa.
I was like, nah, I'm trying to be like that. Yeah.
Even when I showed
Exactly.
my mom this movie, she was like, oh, like, okay.
Whoa, bro is literally built like a comic book.
Yeah, let's go ahead and put him up there with prime Ryan Reynolds and Michael B. Jordan. I
I-
refuse to elaborate the rest of that sentence.
I eat maybe one meal a day. I wonder how much bro has to just eat to maintain the weight
yeah,
alone.
he's probably got to be a little dehydrated for being cut like that.
I want to keep hearing your speculations on this, actually. This is interesting. Something about the vibe of this too, just
Twilight.
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 Accurate. I do think of that.
Oh my god!
It's like Forks, Washington right
Holy.
now.
This is the skin of a killer, Bill.
I think we should low key. I'm
you
gonna
have
be
you seen
down.
them all?
I watched it.
Let us know in the comments if you want us to watch Twilight on this channel.
Yeah.
Dick splash.
Dick Splash.
Quite a creative
Not
insult.
ass hat or fucking.
I don't know, I kind of like Dick Splash.
I always loved shit for brains.
You got called that a lot, huh?
Yeah.
Side note, in the show Smallville, Superman's heat vision powers are activated by thoughts of sex. I just thought you should know that.
Okay.
What?
It was a CW show. They had to make it spicy a little bit.
Yeah.
This was only ever planned to be a 5-movie series. To me, that accounts for the jump in time and the kind of things that are missing. I guess some people would call them the cut corners of this universe. You can't judge them the same low-key because Marvel has Kevin Feige, who's employing people like Jon Favreau, who directed the Iron Man series, or Kenneth Branagh, who made Thor. And Kevin Feige's putting together that larger idea, right? But Zack Snyder had to work essentially as the Kevin Feige and fit that all into 5 movies.
Yeah.
So of course you're going to get a very condensed idea of the DC universe. Sure, the collateral damage is a big issue in these movies, but I think Batman vs. Superman is literally a response to that. Because it's in the same way that Civil War is having a conversation with Age of Ultron about the destruction, right?
Look at that shit. Didn't even budge. I want to know the movie secret behind that because I know they didn't do any editing, but I can just imagine a tiny person behind Henry just holding his ass
I
still.
imagine there's like a rope on Bro's waist, so when he pushes it, they yank his ass back.
That fucking elephant really looked like it's been through it. It was looking both
remember-
ways, and each ways
And
was seeing the end times.
They were trying to make it like a
like one of those posts,
like
like
Mudang.
how,
like
yeah, how
Mudang,
Mudang
like
and-
pesto,
and
like how
pesto. But no, it's just that fucking monstrosity.
and it's like
Oh!
Why does it look like a Uzumaki elephant?
It does!
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
Oh my god.
Oh,
What
it's
is
scary! Yeah, son, I just got back from the Diddy party.
Should have been there. It was dick and balls everywhere.
this is a heartfelt moment between his father and his son.
It's like the first time in their meeting, and we
Yeah.
turned it into a Diddy party moment.
Because that alien ship that he's on right now, that's just a separate one that happened to crash land, right?
Right, like it came here hella long
Yeah.
before on like these scouting missions. And to me, that explains as to why
They knew about Earth.
Exactly, and why they would have sent him not to just a random fucking planet,
Right.
but to one that they've studied, for some time.
What if a child dreamed of becoming something other than what society had intended for him or her? What if a child aspired to something greater?
What if?
You were the embodiment of that belief, Cal. Krypton's first natural birth in centuries.
I love that though, that they come from a world. It like reminds me of, people fleeing from communist societies or societies ruled by dictators and stuff like that, where they don't have the freedom of choice in certain regards.
And I've always seen the latest adaptions of Krypton kind of like the main theme is that it's like a science-led civilization.
Right.
Which is
but using
which
logic,
is crazy because it seems just as bad as like a religious-led civilization.
Right. Because
or power-led.
there's no room for interpretation there.
Yeah.
It's what we say or nothing else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I find that
that lack of
that.
empathy within itself is basically the same as a tyrannical leader.
Right.
My luck, the cape is just immediately blown in my face. Imagine being like a penguin or a polar bear seeing this shit, just like, you would not believe the shit I just saw today. You guys are not gonna believe
The
this shit.
extras in Happy Feet. And keep in mind, I saw this with my mom when I was like 13. And of course I grew up watching the original Superman movie, and the first time he flies, it's nothing like this. So this was just like fucking amazing to me.
Right.
Like literally, we haven't seen superheroes fly like this.
Malik.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to do. How do you swallow quieter,
How do
guys?
you ribbit like that?
I don't even know why I'm listening to you. You're not my dad. You're just some guy who found me in a field.
Clark. You're not my dad.
Ugly ass fucking. You guys want to talk about the discourse behind this scene?
I gotta join in. Bro's super speed just could have saved it all.
I agree.
I get it.
I agree.
The symbolism enacted, that and the message that Pa Kent was trying to send. I understand it.
Mm-hmm.
But damn, like just real quick, who would have saw him do it?
And also, realistically, I saw Twisters. Okay, his dad would have went whoop, and then fucking yeeted off into nothingness.
Right.
I thought of this scene when we watched Twisters.
No, same.
This is where I think like the pride comes in too much because he was allowed to go be a hero.
Right.
Yeah.
But didn't want his son to.
But didn't want his son to be. When he's like a grown adult now.
Right.
When they were having that conversation of like, what was I supposed to do? Let them all die on the bus? And his dad said, maybe.
Maybe.
Like, I would have heard that and been like, Dad.
It's like a father admitting that he doesn't have all the answers.
I wanted him so bad.
I know you did. I mean, part of me even wanted you to, but then what?
To me, in a way, that's a parallel to like the bar scene where he just had to like take it.
Decide what kind of man you
But then
When
you
in reality, he could have just flicked his arm and snapped his shit right there.
Right. He doesn't view himself as a god.
Right.
He's kind of just, he's looking for faith. And I think that's beautiful as well.
What's the S stand for?
It's not an S. On my world, it means hope.
Well, here it's
Well, it's stupid.
an S.
You shut your whore mouth.
The S stands for stupid.
We got a Homelander fan in the chat.
One of my cousin's uncles said that to me when I was wearing a Superman shirt.
You telling me
He
about
recently apologized for that.
Let's put our cards on the table here, General.
Yeah, on some big dog
that?
shit.
Dude, I also love the simplicity of his suit.
Me too. I love that there's no paneling. I love that there's no like that
The
it's
texture's
texture.
enough. Yeah, the texture
the
is enough.
texture.
It's not a criticism, but his suit does give me like the dodgeball texture.
I can see that. I can see
One
that.
of those rubber dodgeballs.
Yeah.
I did like the Superman and Lois suit as well, but you could just it just looks like a TV costume, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. In some shots, it
Like,
looks like it's intentionally
especially
making him buff too.
When his
like
hands are
extra
here,
padding.
it looks like padding.
Yeah.
But like here, you like the shell that they create for underneath just kind of accentuates his natural musculature. What they did is it's like this silver shell, so when it stretches, it reflects back underneath like how a muscle would. Or like when you draw a shiny costume, right? You're gonna get a fat highlight right here,
Right.
and then like the shadow breaks up underneath all the musculature.
Would. See, he said he had the same reaction.
Initially,
Fell in love right on the spot, bro.
He actually looks like the cousin's uncle that called me stupid.
oh, so this is mega symbolic for you.
Yeah.
That's what the S is for symbolic.
Look, we're being nosy. Got you.
I'm saying.
And then this is where Crash Out Clark comes in. Superman is no longer
This
here.
is fully justified. I don't care, bro.
How many people do you think died in that 7-Eleven?
Max 11, min 7.
That thing thick. The ship. Real
we
curvy.
know that's what you're saying.
Real
but
curvy.
What?
I do like the showdown implications here.
Right here?
The cowboy showdown.
Yeah.
Even though they're about to level the fucking town.
Dude, this fight is fucking sick as shit, dude.
This also has the same Batman rules. It's like, yeah, you beat the villain, dude, but 300 people are hospitalized.
Superman goes to the president. You want me to pull my punches? Oh, maybe I should wear a body cam next. How about that, Mr. President?
Are they flirting?
No, you're just traumatized.
This would work on me, I fear.
Who is the DCEU mommy?
it has to be Wonder Woman.
Yeah, it has to
Yeah,
be.
she has more appearances.
Sure as hell ain't Aquaman's wife.
She shit the bed on that one.
That would have
I've
scared
never
the shit
looked
out
at
of me.
one of those saves the same when someone broke it down scientifically, like the way
That
he
would have
catches.
snapped his neck.
Yeah, the way he catches like Lois.
He would have to like ease into it.
He would have to like ease into it, or like her organs will just like squish inside her body.
Yeah, because I haven't been the same since I watched Optimus Prime catch Sam off the fucking building.
Right.
I'm like, dude, you just landed on a metal. You basically just landed on a car.
My favorite is Iron Man. How people are like, bro, he would explode inside the suit if he came to a full stop.
A full stop
like all
like
of his
that.
organs would just.
Bro, I'm talking about CTE, dude. Like, that's serious brain damage he's getting right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if the bullets didn't work.
I love that he was willing to go
You
out
found
with a
out my
Gino.
biggest fear.
It's knives.
Oh, anything but knives!
They're literally called Decepticons.
That is got red flags.
Transformers movies on this channel. I think we could have a lot of fun.
I
Take a
don't-
shot every time Sam yells.
Oh my
hell
god, we'd
no.
be shit-faced. No,
Yeah.
Like an unneeded sexual shot.
an American flag. Dude.
Living, hidden in one refugee's body.
So they're saying he's a billion niggas
In one.
in one?
Yeah.
Yeah, when he's on screen with everybody else, his face is so damn chiseled, dude. Like, it really sticks out.
But like in the right way.
Yeah, in the right way.
Like I don't see any of his wrinkles. I'm just like, that's
At all. He looks eternally youthful. I think I have a crush on Henry Cavill.
Me too.
like there are elements of these movies that I do think stray a little bit too far from the comic books. Like if this is supposed to be his fortress of solitude,
Yeah.
I'm not too big a fan of how it's used. But I do like that it ends up eventually in Metropolis as some sort of memorial.
Right.
And then, like, you know, everything that goes on with Doomsday. So it's like you can tell that there's a story at play for sure, but it's just not the Fortress of Solitude.
They're just kind of doing what they want with it,
Yeah,
though.
exactly. And but like that's the thing about adaptations is that that should be okay. I just
Right.
think people freak the fuck out because they're so familiar with Superman that he's like the one superhero that everybody feels like they know the lore of. You know what I mean? So when you stray too far away from that, of course you're gonna get a large amount of people who don't agree with that. And you know, to the people that say we never got a proper sequel to Man of Steel, I would challenge that because Batman vs Superman
Yeah.
is the fucking
direct sequel.
The direct sequel, but like it's a response to this. All this shit going down. It's from the BVS is just from the human's perspective. Batman having been like radicalized by seeing this kind of destruction, obviously. If you destroy this ship, you destroy Krypton!
And I hate all the destruction.
That is the worst falling I have ever seen.
No, it's not.
it's
Transformers 4.
not?
Transformers 4.
Transformers 4.
That bro gets pushed out the window.
Oh,
It's
wow.
bad.
That is
It's
bad.
real bad. Out of this entire movie, that was the one noticeable VFX shot that I could tell. Like she's on some wires.
I still don't think that's a good time to start making out.
Nah.
It's
We're standing in a graveyard.
It's not a natural love story.
If they left the kiss out, I think where it arrives at the very, very end would be very natural.
Yeah.
And now what?
And now I have no people. And I'm gonna stop you. That's a good shot, dude.
How he just like rises.
Yeah.
I can't believe, like, looking at that right there, all I see is Doomsday now.
Yeah.
But the way that he became Doomsday and this armor he's fucking wearing would have become Lex Luthor's power armor pisses me off that I didn't get to see that.
It would've?
Yes!
That's hard.
I know!
As if the spaceship thing didn't do enough.
Right.
They still have to go deeper
They're
into
starting-
the goddamn city.
I was bred to be a warrior, Cal.
You were bred?
Trained my entire life to master my senses. Where did you train?
On a farm!
And then he just fucking rises up like that.
Jesus Christ. He's like, this is raw willpower.
What lantern color do you think he'd get?
Oh,
Red
red.
lantern?
Red,
Yeah,
yeah,
red
for
for
sure.
And there goes my Comcast.
Actually, it's a Wayne
Yeah.
satellite. There's a logo,
Oh, I saw the
yeah.
W.
What about the argument that
What was the
why didn't he
argument?
fly him into the sky?
For all I know, he could be using his strength to stay on the ground.
Right. He's out for blood at this
What
point.
pisses me off is why is Lois there?
She literally stalked her way through his life.
She basically did, huh?
She a fan, she a fan,
She a fan.
I love this so much. I used to do that with like a little red pillowcase and wear my Superman shirt and tie that shit. It was a Superman shirt that had a little Velcro red cape, but I think I like lost the cape by then. So,
I had one of those too.
yeah, the pillowcase was my substitute, but this scene always like just reminds me of that. Are we gonna cheer at the end? Can we cheer at the end?
Are we on a fucking plane?
Hell yeah.
You cheer on a fucking plane?
Hey, we should though.
Cheer.
talk about, baby?
So we will be back next week watching Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, the ultimate cut. But yeah, thanks so much for checking it out, guys. Mahalo, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm Blaze.
I'm Malik.
I'm Kattia.
And we are One Sun Comics.
One Sun.